በዘምዘም ተደርጎ መጨረሻ ጉንደን ተሄደ
ለምንድን ነው ግን እዚህ እንደዚህ የተቀመጠው? So I met Dawit last time I came to Semin Mountain and I just met him. He just picked me up. Now we're gonna go have a coffee with him and he is right here. Dawit! And they're looking super beautiful and amazing. Look at them. Look at this. Look at this beautiful man. Best man, best man, best man.
I wish him
Shay ቤት ነን.
ሁለት ማኪያቶ አለ በሻይ
every day. ምንድነው ሻይ ቤቱ ስሙ?
5 spoons.
5 spoons. እሺ 5 spoons. የሻይ አቀራረብ ራሱ በስመ the coffee እና ዘቲ ባለፈው Marhaba. So last time I was here, there's a beautiful city. This beautiful man you see here, you know him from you know him from Semin Mountain video. It's Dawit. Found me in the middle of a crowd while I was dancing and walking in the streets of the celebration of Banquet. And now he came to pick me up from where I'm staying, and now we're hanging out with the beautiful boys in the back as well. Look at them with their matching clothes. Yeah, Selun Mabratu, the beautiful man right here. He is a judge. Don't mess with me, I will judge you. Good Gondar. But I just wanted to introduce you to them, and if you're ever in Gondar, you know who to contact is this beautiful man, and I'll put his number under this video. So if you're here in Gondar, or you're going to Dabark, or you're going to Semin Mountain, Dawit is your man. And now we're gonna go to Qusquam Mariam because I have not been there before, and I wanted to see it because it's a holy place and should be visited, and it's in Gondar. We're leaving now the airport because we just dropped off Sydney. It's a lady who lives in Cape Town. I just met today, but she seemed really nice, and she had a restaurant in Cape Town and
Cape in Addis.
Cape in Addis. No, Addis in Cape, no? Addis in Cape. Yeah, something like this. So when I go to Cape Town, yeah, when I go to Cape Town, I'll definitely meet her again and check out her beautiful restaurant and see how she's representing us out there. Okay, let's go now. Bye. አብሮ የምታምሩ ከኔ የመጣችሁት እናንተ ግሩፕ ነው ትጫወታላችሁ እስክታው ነው አንደኞች አለ
ደሞ ቆንጆ ናት ሰራስ
የሀገሬ ልጆች
ወገብሽ ቀጭን ነው እንደመዛወረ አንቺን ይስጡኝ እንጂ መኪናው ይቀራል እቺናንሻት እንጂ ቆንጆ እኮ ናት
ዋው ቆንጆማ ጎንደር ሙሉ እኮ ነው ያየሁኝ ነው ጉድ ነው
ማተጠገበው ወልቀይ
እስቲ ያሳይኛ ተጠገብ ነው ዙሪ እስቲ ኧረ ተጠገብ በቻው ቻው ወድሻችኋል ማኛ ብንወዳችኋለን ቻው
We are now entering Qusquam Mariam Church that was built by Empress Mintewab. In the back of the church, you could also get to see her palace and banquet hall.
It looks like it's being renovated right now. And the people are chipping in to restore this beautiful historical church. We just came in through the door where there is 2 doors, one for women and the other one is for men. So we came through this one, that's for women. The church is actually right now in the renovation, so we didn't get to really appreciate it.
Empress Mintewab was one of the most powerful women in the history of Ethiopia. In 1722, she became the second wife of Emperor Bakafa. She outlived her husband and co-ruled with her son Lij Iyasu from the seat of government in Gondar. Empress Mintewab had considerable power and influence all corners of the empire. The Empress commissioned the construction of several magnificent buildings in Gondar, most notably the Empress Mintewab Castle, the Banquet Hall, and the Qusquam Mariam Church. She was also known to be a great socialite and would host amazing gatherings and parties in her banquet hall. That part is the castle, and this was the entertainment area. So Ethiopia Mintewab, when she had guests and parties, this is where she would have her guests come. So we go through here, and all of this, as you see now, it's a little bit, you can't really step on it, you might go down, so don't step on that. So there's rooms, and all of this used to be just like that, like this floor, and her guests will be sitting here, and there will be the celebration and the party and the eating and the feast and everything. And downstairs there's a door over there, and this part was where they prepared all the drinks and foods and stuff. So that was like the preparation and the kitchen area in a way, and they'll bring the food from down there to here, and people will be served up here. It's very beautiful, and as you can see, there are like lots of details of crosses and the way it's done. Everything is very beautiful, and lots of details are just great. This is one of the places that was demolished by the Dervish army back then, long time ago, and they destroyed this castle and this beautiful space, this historical site. I've made a video about the Trinity Church. The Trinity Church was not demolished because it said the bees came, like the angel sent a swarm of bees to attack the dervish and chase them away, but here they didn't come. The bees didn't come here to protect this palace, so this palace was destroyed, unfortunately. But there's still some ruins here to show that this beautiful place existed, and it still stands here. And you can see the modernism of that time. You can see it just doesn't look real. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. I just wish we can still keep on building things like this, and instead of the way we're building now, because I don't know how they did it, but they didn't have all of this modernism that we have today, and they still build things like this, and they're still here. And after the attack of war and everything, and still standing here, which is great. In 1730, she built a school in the compound of Fasil Palace, where girls could learn how to make safed, cotton weaving, traditional tattooing, and most importantly, she taught ingredients and seasoning of our traditional food, from shurop to berbere and many other ingredients, including our famous traditional food, dorowet, and the way we cut the chicken in 12 parts. I am personally super grateful to her because most of our traditional food that we enjoy to this day are her recipes. Let's just explore more spaces. I love going to ruins of castles and just imagine standing in one space and just imagine how it used to be. Guys, look at this. So much they have lived, so much history and so much things that happened in this space. And then, oh my God, there's lots of sun. It's really hot here, but coming into a space like this is really nice because it's not, it's in a shade and it's very beautiful. And I just want to imagine, when I'm in this type of space, I just kind of imagine myself being in that time and what could have been, or, just imagine myself, people, staying here, they're cooking over there, they live here, the way they serve each other, the way just everything is. And yeah, war is a really horrible thing. And people who destroy historical sites, I mean, come on now. Building is very hard, but destroying things is very easy. So just think about that when you're destroying something, or when you are, misjudging people's work. Just say, what am I doing? What am I leaving behind? So I mean, Qusquam Mintewab has been gone for like centuries, but this place is still here. And even though after all of the wars and the time of the rain, the sun, all of these things, after bombing, everything, this place still exists. Even though it's in ruins, it still exists and still here, and it still looks amazing. And I'm just so impressed about the way they build. You see, it's, yeah. So all of the places, the roofs are gone because it was, bombed. I don't really know which each room is, but because I came in at lunchtime and the guides are gone, and the museum part where the clothes and the bed and everything is closed. So I might just wait for it or go for lunch and come back. So yeah. So let's just go up here. So this is where I was. I was down there earlier. So this is the palace side. And now just gonna go into the church. In Ethiopia, all of the kings have been Christian. So in all their palaces that they build, they all have their own churches in their palaces. Like for example, in Addis Ababa, the Empress Minilek's palace, which is now Unity Park, have two churches, which is Qusquam Mariam and Gabriel, which is right next to each other. Very beautiful churches. They're still here. They're in the capital city, and leaders throughout the year lived in them. So they have been protected also of any type of invasions and destruction. But in lots of palaces around the country, especially in Gondar, they are ruined. But some of the churches still exist, and some of the palaces are still here. But as you saw on my last video on the Fasil palace, there's also, because of the war, the dervish, they destroyed the palace, the top part of the palace, and also here, as you can see, it's all destroyed. But there is still some part of it to show the history and to show that this beautiful palace existed. And I mean, just the bone can tell you how beautiful it was. I can't even imagine when it was like, with the lights and the decoration, the colorful materials and beds and chairs and colorful cushions, all of that, and all the beautiful people dressed in their beautiful clothes. And here it's just, wow, so amazing. So now I'm gonna go to the church parts. They're renovating it, but I don't really like when they renovate things and they make it look super new, because I think we should keep the old buildings old. Even if we're renovating them, it should be to keep them the way they are. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a builder. So I let it be. We'll go inside and try to see. I think hopefully the museum is open so we can go inside. But if it's not open, then I guess we'll just have to come back next time. So let's go to the other side. there is this beautiful place. I can't really go because it says here ከካህናት በስተቀር ወደዚህ ማለፍ የተከለከለ የተወገዘ ነው, which means if you are not a person who's serving the church, you are not allowed to go in there. So we are not going to go in there. Also, I am not going to go through that door because that is the door for the man, apparently. I mean, to come in, but I don't think it's to go out because it was the same thing in Selassie Church. The way to come in for the girls another way, and for the boys is. But to come out, we came out like this because the churches, they are normally built in a circle. So when you come out, you have to do a circle. That's what I'm thinking. So I hope I'm not breaking any rules. And if I am, forgive me, God, for this sin I'm committing. But I wanted to show you all of it and around in a circle. Yeah. So this is it. This is what it looks like. I am just gonna ask now this man if the museum is open. I'm not talking loud because I'm by the church. It looks like I am fortunate and the museum is open, so I'm gonna go inside and see what's in there. Yay, can't wait! So that's the entrance. You have to take off your shoe. The museum has two small rooms, the one right at the entrance and the second one. The one that you find at the entrance contains lots of Bibles and other treasures that starts from the 1600s up until the 1900s.
ከዛ ማልበር ልክ እንደዛ ያለ ታምሩ መሳፍ ቅዱስ ያሬድ የጻፈው በ500 ክፍለ ዘመን የጻፈው ድጓ ተብሎ የጻፈው ጽሑፍ ነው ግዕዝ ዝልና አራራይ ያለው.
And in the second room there are paintings, drums, the emperor and the empress's bed, and many other materials and treasures. Unfortunately, we are not very good at storing, displaying, or maintaining treasures because all these things are the things that the emperor and empress used to use, and they date back to the 1700s. But the way they are stored and being displayed is a little bit sad, actually very sad. And this is the bed of the empress and the emperor, and it's here. And some guy just asked like if he can lay on it or something. And you have these paintings, all these paintings also a bit cramped, unfortunate. The guide even played the 1700 Nagarit to show us how it works.
አዋጅ ነገርበታል ማለትም ለሰዎች አዋጅ ስማ ነጋሪት ነፋ ምንድነው ጎስም ይባላል አይደል? ልክ እንደዛ ሁሉ ይሄኛው ተመትቶ ነው አዋጅ የሚነገረው ምክየተ ሰው እንዲሰማ ማለት ነው። ሰው እንዲሰበሰብ ሲመታ ይሰበሰባል እና ሰው ያደምጣል ማለት ነው። ይሄ ነጋሪት እቺኛው ደግሞ ከእንጨት ሰራች አገልግል ነች እና በዛን ሰዓት የነበሩት ሹማምንቶች ምናምን ለሚሄደው የሚያስገብሩበት በዚህ ነው ነበር። ልክ ቆና ማዲጋም ይባላል አይደል? ልክ እንደዛ ሁሉ ግብር ሲሰጥ ነበር በዚህ ነበር ማለት ነው። እና ይሄ በእንጨት የተቀረጸ ነው ማለት ይሄ ስፌት ይመስላል ከእንጨት የተቀረጸ። ይሄኛው አትሮስ ነው። ይሄ ማንበቢያ የምትወጥ ጸሎት ታደርስበት ነበረች ጸሎት ማድረሻ ነው። እንግዲህ ዘደርጎ በወርቅ ነው ነበር የሚገርመው ነገር ግን ከጊዜ ወደ ጊዜ ሲነካካ ሲል እየላጡ ተበልቷል። እቺ ነበርች ማለት ነው። ይሄኛው ግበታ ነው። እቺ ግበታ ትባላለች ያው የምትታጠብበት ማለት ነው ማስታጠብ። እና ይሄኛው አምድ ነው ፒላር ብለን የምንጠራው ማለት ነው። እና ይሄ ምንድነው ያው ተሰብራራጅ ነበር እና የሚያገለግሉት የምትዋብ ስትወጣ የሆነ ነገር ወጡ ወደ ግዳም ሄደች ወይም አሰራዊቷን አስከትላ ስትሄድ ዛንሳት እንትን ብሎ የሚዘረጋበት ማለት ነው። የሚቆም ቋሚ ሆኖ የሚተከለው ማለት ነው። እንደ ነጥላ ማለት ነው። ነጥላ ምሰሶ እንጂ ለምሳሌ ጎጆ ቤት ምንድነው የሚባለው? ጃንጥላ ልክ እንደዛው ነው የሚዘረጋው መሀል ላይ እንደ ጎጆ ቤት አለ አይደል? ከመሀል ምሰሶ ተብሎ ይጠራል። ልክ እንደዛ ነው የሚዘረጋው ነው። ያለ ይሄኛውን ስናይ ደግሞ የዙፋን አልጋ ነው። ይዛን ሰዓት እቴጌ ምንትዋብና አፄ በካፋ ከዚህ ይተኙ ነበረ በጾም ሰዓት ወይም በሰባቱ አጽዋማት ሰዓት ማለት ነው። ምክንያቱም አብሮ መተከሰታቸው በጾም ሰዓት እቴጌ ምንትዋብ ደግሞ ልጇን ይዛ ከዚህ ተኛ ነበረ። ያው ታሪኩን ታውቃላችሁ ምስል ስለነበረ ነው። ልጅ ኢያሱ ነው የነበረ ልጃቸው በካፋ እናቴ ምንትዋብ የተወለደው ልጅ ማለት ነው። ልጅ ኢያሱ ስለነበረ እሷ ከልጇ ጋር ስተኛ ነበረ። ንጉሱ ደግሞ ከዚህ ተኛሉ። ከዚህም በኋላ አፄ በካፋ ካረፉ በኋላ ወይም እቴጌ ምንትዋብና አፄ ኢያሱ ወደዚህ ከመጡ በኋላ ደግሞ ንግስቷ ከዚህ ንጉሱ ወይም ልጇ ደግሞ ከዚህ ነው እንደተኙበት ነው እንግዲህ የሚናገሩና የዙፋን አልጋ ነው። በዩኒቨርሲቲ ደረጃ ማለት እንደዚህ አይነት ተዳደል ልክ ደግሞ ባንዱ ነው ወጥ ነው የተሰራ ያለው አይቻልም። ይሄ ንጉሴ ክብር አልጋ እኮ ነው። ይሄኛው የሰማዕቱ የቅዱስ መርቆሬዎስ ስዕል ነው። ታላቅ ስዕል ነው። የእመቤታችን ስሪዲ የእመቤታችን ስዕል አለ። በነገራችን ላይ ይሄ የአፄ ኃይለ ሥላሴ ልጅ ነው። ፎቶ ከዚህ ብቻ ነው የሚገኝ። ፎቶ ከዚህ ብቻ ነው የሚገኝ እንጂ ታችሁ
ኃይለ ሥላሴ ልጅ
From all the things that I've seen in this museum, this broke my heart the most. And this tiny box is Empress Mintewab, Lij Iyasu and Lij Yoas, which are her son and her grandson, all in one tiny little box next to all of this stuff. And I think we can do better, and this was really embarrassing. It was embarrassing for me, and I think we can do better, and we can give them the respect and the grace that they deserve, and this is not it.
የጎንደር ኢምፔሪየል የመጨረሻ ናቸው ወይም የዘመነ መሳፍንት የመግቢያው ናቸው። ያው ከ1961 በኋላ ዘመነ መሳፍንት ማለት 3 ነገስታቶች ነግሰዋል። ነገር ግን እሱ አጭር ጊዜ ስለሆነ እዛም በኋላ ያው ዘመነ መሳፍንት ነው እንግዲህ የገባውና እንግዲህ ብዙ ታሪክ አለ። ሚካኤል ሱልም ዋናው ተናሉበት በዛም ነው ተደርጎ መጨረሻ ጎንደር ኢምፔሪየል ነው።
ለምንድን ነው ግን እንደዚህ ተቀመጠ?
ያጽማችሁ በክብር ነው የሚቀመጠው። አንደኛ እንዲጎበኝ፣ ሁለተኛ ደግሞ በክብር እንዲቀመጥ ነው። አብዛኛው አንድ ላይ እኮ አይደለም ይለያያል እኮ። አሁን የሴቷ ይለያያል፣ የእቴጌ ምንትዋብ ይለያያል። ቅላቸው ራስ ቅሉ ይለያያል። በአንድ ዕቃ ሆኖ ችግር የለውም ተለያይቷል። እንግዲህ እኛ ፈራስ በስፋስ ናችን ለማሳየት እንደዚህ ነን ለማለት ነው። እንግዲህ ቁመን ስንኖር እንደዚህ እንሆናለን፣ ስናርፍ ስንሞት ደግሞ እንደዚህ እንደመሆን ለማሳየት ነው።
Something I have noticed in all the places that I visit in my country and the museums, or the way we store our heritage and this treasures is very sad. But I don't blame the people, because we just don't have the facilities, and we don't have the money, and we don't have all of these resources to store them nicely. So my dream would be someday I would really love to work with the government, or to work with all of these people, the historians who are storing these beautiful treasures, to store them in a nice way and show them, because all of these things that we just saw in there are national treasures, but they're stored not in a nice way. So they get old and they get broken, and they disappear in time, because if it is in reach of people can touch them, and the guy who was in there also just asked if he can if he can lay down on the bed that's there, like that's a treasure. How, you know what I mean? So that would be my dream. And another thing that I saw was the last the last rails of Gondar are stored in one box to be viewed for the world, and I don't think that's a really nice way to show it. The guy said it is just to show that we were this, kings and queens, but at the end of the day we all become this. But I don't think it's very respectful way to show them, because I don't even want to be shown like that. Nobody should be shown like that, and nobody should be boxed in one little box and be viewed like that, So I would suggest, if I had the facilities or the possibilities someday, I would definitely would like to separate them in their own each boxes. And if we want to show them to people, we could put them, if they want it to be in a glass, can be in a nice glass, 3 of them separately, and a nice room specially for them.
and then just, and store them. It's just, I didn't like that. I mean, look at the Taj Mahal, like that is a tomb just for two people, and they made that. I'm not saying we should make that, but I'm saying if it is a history and it's bringing tourism, we should be able to show them in a nice way. Like I said, I'm not blaming anybody here. I'm just saying in the future, if I, with God and with all the universe and help me, I hope someday I could help my country by making these beautiful spaces to store these national treasures and showcase them in a beautiful way. Because lots of places also that I went in Bahar Dar, in Tana, like in so many places, so much treasure, but they're just not displayed in a nice way because they just don't have the resources. So hopefully someday I will be that person that put them together, or anybody who has the resources and the possibility to do that. This is a call for you. Please help out and make history not disappear and make these spaces really nice to show the world our beautiful culture and heritage so they don't disappear. Okay. I had to come back to this because I just found this. Okay, so this is Dr. Bernard Anderson Mekane Mekabir. So this is a tomb. Yeah, so somebody is buried in here, which is a doctor from, I don't know what's his name, Dr. Bernard Anderson. Samin Gondar Harar Sivat Madabir. Okay, some guy, some guy is buried here in this nice space. And then there's also another people who are buried in this house, and this is their tomb. Yeah, there are more spaces over there, and there is more over there. So yeah, which is great, you can be buried in any way, but I just made a point about making a space like this, and you can put three boxes and put them in a house like this, so you can give them more importance. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to say more. I'm gonna go now. I'm hungry and thirsty, and I'm gonna go out. Thank you, boys, very much for bringing me to this beautiful place.
It was our pleasure.
It's I came back to complain about this because I think they should be also stored like this, not in a small box. Don't you think so? But anyways, we should eat some food or drink some water because we're about to collapse. ውበት እነሱ ብቻ አይደለም እኛም አለን። እስቲ እዩት፣ አይኑን እስቲ እዩት። ይሄና አይኑስ ማንበስ ውበት ስራ። እነዚህ ጉሎች እንግዲህ ያው ይሄኛው ቱሪዝም ላይ እዚህ ጋር ያለው ሸበላ፣ ይሄኛው ሎ ላይ እዚህ ጋር ያለው ሸበላ ደግሞ ሎጂስቲክ። እስቲ ያሳየኝ እስቲ ነው ራይ በስማም አይኑ ራ ገዳይ ቆንጆ ብቻ ሳይሆን ሱፐር ስማርት። ምን ይመስላችኋል? My sisters who are out there ሎሚ ምናምን ሞር ወረደዚህ ይቻላል። ስልካቸው አለኝ። እንብላ። I hope you like this video. Like, share, comment, and I will see you in the next one.